Hello everybody, this is Bloody Sword here yet again with another replay loss analysis video. Going to be looking at a TvP again on this new Cricked redevelopment precinct or something like that. Yeah, again, TvP, this game I'm going to be losing to some sort of, what was it? Okay, it was like Archon, Zealots, Sentry-ish all in. And like it could be justified saying like it's not really an all-in, it's like a timing push, but it felt kind of all-in to me because like he used a lot more gateways than he should have. Like it would be so many gateways that he shouldn't have enough minerals to expand off of it, and once he got his +2/+2 he just kind of like shoved everything at me, and I like literally I wasn't prepared for it. So going into this game, I'm not going to be opening up Reapers or anything, and I'm not going to be going something ridiculous like CC first. Personally, on this map, I don't feel like CC first is that great. The rush distance is fairly short to this expansion, so I don't think it would be that great, and I'm not very confident with my micro early game. But that's part of this series, is to practice with that, so maybe I'll go CC first against Protoss one time in the near future. So I'm going to be getting my expansion on the low ground, have a marine, and going to be using this SCV to scout around. I believe I sent that in after the barracks finished. So I go into his base, I see a pylon, I see his stuff, and I see the chrono on the gateway this time, and I do see a zealot. So I'm just going to be running around here with this SCV. I'm going to be scouting as long as I can. I see everything. I see the 3 pylons, and I wasn't able to see the expansion though, and all I did see was a stalker and a zealot. So I was like, oh, okay, he might be doing that mothership core thing that I lost against earlier, where I took like a lot of damage from in one of my previous videos. So I'm going to just fill up a bunker filled with marines, and just be a lot more prepared for it than I was that last game. God. Okay. So I finally have all of my 3 racks up. I should have started a tech lab a little bit earlier than that, and also the refinery a little bit earlier. So that comes with practice. I need to make constant marine production. I know I don't have constant marine production. And also, okay, so I went all the way around about to his natural expansion with my SCV, but I don't feel like that was too much of an issue. I just feel like I should have been able to get to his main base a lot faster than that. So I see his expansion, and the second I saw his expansion, all these marines, I feel like they should have just gone. They should have just been going to his base right now. So it takes, what, I'm gonna say like 30 seconds to get cross map, so I should be getting here by 7 minutes. He'll have enough for a photon overcharge, and by that time he will have a couple of force fields and maybe a couple more sentries. How many gateways does he have? He only has 1 gateway with 2 on the way. By the time that I get to his base, he will still be in production of these gateways, so it won't be like there. But he's also getting 2 forges. He was being like super greedy. Freaking Protoss players with their greedy builds. God, infuriating. Anyway, this SCV is just going to be scouting out for anything. I was able to see like a hallucinated phoenix over here, and I don't think he saw me because I was able to just go all the way over here. You know, just able to dance with this SCV. I pulled back with some marines, and okay, again, this is a mistake. I should have, because I've seen a lot of Terran players in Pro League and things like that just send a bunch of marines to the Protoss player's base just to force the photon overcharge and really allow you to get a stronger 10-minute timing push. But without forcing that photon overcharge, all you can really do is bounce between the natural and the main with your medevacs. And that's not always guaranteed that you're going to be able to drop into the main base anyway. So by the time I actually do send my marines out, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably do or force a photon overcharge. It was way too late, and because of it, I was punished heavily. I was very heavily punished. So I have my starport now. I should be getting a few more marines, and I don't even send out all my marines. I don't send out all of them. They come in different packs. I bind them all to the same hotkey, and when I stim, everything hits the fan. Everything hits the fan. Okay, pause right now. Look at the army tab. I have more army value than him. Without micro, zealots are pretty damn efficient against marines. But anyway, we're going to ignore that. And he also has warp ins and the photon overcharge, so he's going to have a super defender's advantage. And he just force fields off all my units. I try and stutter step a little bit, but I just look at the units lost out. I've lost way more than I needed to. If I had these Marines with this attack, it would have been a lot different. And my timing was very off. I could have been going a lot earlier with the same amount of Marines, but he wouldn't have had that many units. So another mistake by me. So he's going up to, how many gateways does he have? He has 4 over here, and I know that he throws down 2 more back here, so he's going up to 6 gateways, and he is getting his +2/+2. My +1 armor is just going to start right now. And looking right here, the army supply is pretty even, I believe. Yeah, it's around even. I'm a little bit ahead, even though I had a huge failure of an attack. And okay, so here comes another photon overcharge. I do ridiculous amounts of micro with all this stutter step, and he continues to 1-8, and then I boost out. And then I just try and re-rally all my units. I tried to do something, and I believe that I might have cancelled his third over here. Maybe that was a different game. But I'm going to stem some marauders. This marauder gets picked off. And I pick off some random pylons all over the map. I'm trying to be as efficient as possible. Production, I'm not producing constantly. That's one mistake. And I'm, again, just kiting. The range of an archon is like, what, 3? Marauders are 6, and Marines are 5, so I should be able to kite these archons no problem. Movement speed is 2.81, but with stim, I believe that all my units should be faster, so regardless, I wasn't prepared. I saw that he was coming with all of his units and all of that, but I didn't throw down more bunkers when could I have thrown down new bunkers? Because instead of doing all this fancy micro, if I just like stemmed and ran all the way back, I feel like I would have been safe, like around the same degree of safe right here. And I was floating so many minerals that I could have definitely afforded it. So right here, I drop and everything. I see the proxy pylon, and I killed that off. 3 more marauders, and he's being really aggressive. I see this second pylon, and now I know what's up for sure. So by the time this hits, that is 12:25. My bunker should be up by 13 minutes exactly if I start it, or 13:05. 13:05 exactly. God. And then, so here we go. More stutter step. And just going to be losing a bunch of units. Didn't need to do that. He doesn't have his third base, so all I have to do is lift up, and I'm okay with over there. Again, his build is kind of all in-ish, so his follow-up isn't that great. I try and pull SCVs, but it's too late, so I just have to attack with them. He has too many units, and I am forced to leave, even though I was in a fairly decent place this game. So, things to learn. Just I need to bunker up a little bit better. The timing attack that I had was very poor. I need to remember that when I am going for something like that, 1, make sure all your units are freaking there. 2, make sure that you're doing this a little bit earlier, so the photon overcharge is ready for when you do the 10-minute drop. And I don't feel like scouting or scanning his main base would really be necessary. He has way too many probes, by the way. This is like way oversaturation. But anyway, yeah. So I don't feel like I would have scanned any differently, but I know that I lost a lot of units right here, so maybe I should have, especially since I was going to expand, maybe play a little more defensively, maybe throwing down like a single drop here and there, just to keep him on his toes, and possibly do a counterattack if he was doing any pressure. But if I was going to expand right here, where would my bunker go? Probably right next to it. Maybe right here would be a good spot for a bunker. Maybe over here as well, because that's like really close to the ledge, so any zealots would have to absorb a lot of damage from any ranged units on the high ground. And that's pretty much it. Was thinking about getting Hellbats a little bit earlier, but my upgrades were pretty far behind actually in this game. And always always I need to focus on my macro. Little bit better with the macro. I think that's like a Terran player's bane. Even if you watch like Pro League and stuff, you'll see them floating quite a few minerals because their microings are hard. And there's just so much more you need to do with your micro that it's pretty taxing. So you just need to be a little bit faster. So that's pretty much going to be it. And maybe I should have like individually clicked these barracks and made sure that there were only marauders in these. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.